Today in this video, we're going to be discussing batteries and what type of battery to choose for your fishing kayak.
We're also going to be going over kayak motors and a new wireless LiveScope system. But back to the batteries.
Now, that's going to come down to what things you plan to power on your kayak. What kind of accessories are you buying? Are you buying fish finders, motors, lights, you name it? You need to kind of have an idea of what you want now or in the future for your kayak, because that's going to allow you to plan and buy the battery without having to buy the battery twice.
Starting off, we're going to start from bow and go to stern. We're going to use the AutoBoat system. This is a adapter system that made a dumb trolling motor into a smart motor. So this was a basic tiller twist throttle trolling motor, and we put the adapter system, which is the AutoBoat adapter system, and now it has remote steering. It's super easy to install. I have installed a transom mount on this kayak. It came with this plate here. Over here, the kayak comes pre-plumbed with an Anderson connector. We simply are gonna press it in, and now we are connected up to our battery bay area. We now need to get a battery connected up to this system. In the past, for trolling motors, we've used these lead acid heavy batteries. These are really heavy, and they don't have great charge cycles. Like, they end up discharging fast, and they just plain don't last very long. This is the new age of batteries for kayaks. This is watt cycle. It is their 100 amp hour mini. It has Bluetooth, so you can monitor your battery, and it's just incredibly lightweight. I mean, very lightweight. In terms of size, it is quite small. Let me just take this iPhone. I mean, that's the size of it. So about 2 iPhones high, and then about 1.5 iPhones deep. Like, it's pretty small. I don't know if you can get an idea of that. That is 100 amp hours of runtime. That's gonna last me all day easily with this motor. I could probably do a weekend trip with this battery and that trolling motor. So now we're gonna take this watt cycle battery, which, by the way, why watt cycle? Well, number one, hey, they ended up sponsoring our channel, but it's because of you guys. You guys pushed me to look at watt cycle because you said, hey, I see that you're using another brand. I think watt cycle might be a better brand. It's lower price, it's still using grade A cells. And one thing that really stood out to me was you can order this battery with a 20 amp charger from Watt Cycle, and it's about $259 before using our discount code, which is Kayak DIY. So you get this battery and this charger for $259. If you use the other company that I used to end up representing, which I really did like, it was like $50 more to use that one. And I really don't think you're getting anything more. So in my opinion, go with the cheaper option. I mean, there's plenty of videos showing the reputation of Watt Cycle. Like, they're a good brand. All my viewers seem to love them. I trust my viewers. And so now I'm just kind of, I guess the reviewers are reviewing this, not me. I mean, my reviewers pushed me to use this battery, and so far I think it's gonna be a pretty good value. The way it installs is inside this kayak, the kayak is pre-plumbed. It has a breaker system right here. Here you have your red. So red's gonna go on red. Then we're gonna get our black, which is down in here. You can hear our AutoBoat system turning on. That's a good sign. That means that we have a good connection between the battery and the motor. I'm gonna tighten these up. Okay, so now the motor is basically ready to go. We can then control it. So device is powered off. Okay, there we go, powered it on. So you can hear the system beeping. So right now it's on, and If we zoom out here, you'll come over here a little bit, you'll be able to see so now we're doing our throttle. We can turn it off, turn it back on. This is our anchor mode, and when we hit anchor mode, it will hold the boat in position. That is a key feature of this system, and it's what is the most used program basically that I use is the anchor mode. If I hit N, the boat is going to hold the course. It's going to go forward. If I hit the little fish, it's going to save a fishing spot. And then we got some route mode. We got menus here to be able to change the gain settings. In the app, we can actually follow a route and do a bunch of other cool stuff. Anyway, enough about the AutoBoat system. There's plenty of other videos that I've done on the AutoBoat system. The big one that I want to talk to you about is, just how it all fits together and thinking and planning out your craft. Now, over here, you'll see I have another motor. So if I don't want the AutoBoat to be my main motor and I want to maybe go a little faster, I can use this. This is the Newport NT300. Why do I like it? Well, it's like no maintenance and it's incredibly lightweight. I mean, this is basically a 3-horse outboard. I don't know of any other 3-horse outboard that I can basically move around like that. Like, this is super easy to hold. Now, I have used Yamaha gas outboards in the past, but they're much heavier and they're more maintenance. This is pretty much zero maintenance. I just charge and I go. Now, this system though this system is a 36-volt system. Now, we could probably shop on WattCycle and save some money, and we could get a 36-volt battery system for this motor, but Newport just happened to send me a battery for this motor when I ended up getting it. So this is their battery. It's more expensive. It is cool. It does some things that I think, some people might appreciate. For one, it lays really, really flat. And so because it's laying really flat, it's very stable. It's not going to tip over easily. Now, as I said, battery way more expensive than the WattCycle, but it is a good battery. But if you want to save a little money, get yourself the Newport NT300 or NK300, whichever one you choose that best fits your kayak. And maybe you save money on the battery side and you get yourself the WattCycle. Because if you use our discount code KayakDIY, you save 6% and it's already a really affordable battery. That battery alone, if you buy just the battery that's inside here, this 12-volt battery, this 12-volt battery in here from WattCycle, this is only $179. Now, if you want the charger kit with it, it's $259. But I will say the charger is pretty awesome because it's a 20-amp charger, and so it's going to charge it really fast. Now, this battery here, though, this one being 12 volts, is not going to power this NT300 because the NT300 is a 36-volt system. And when we say 36 volt, for example, this company right here, Newport, this is the company that makes the motor. Their battery is 38.4 volts. So they call it a 36-volt battery, but it is a little over. That's just the way it works in the battery world. So you'll see on companies, they'll end up having a 12-volt battery section, they'll have a 24-volt battery section, they'll have a 36-volt battery section, and a 48-volt battery section. And like the 48-volt battery section might say like 52 volts. And you're saying, well, I was looking for a 48-volt battery. It's just the way it works. So you can consult with the company before you buy the battery and see what they think. But for the most part, I know WattCycle has a wide array of batteries in case you want to save a little money. Okay, let's look at some of the other things that I'm going to put on this kayak. So, sonar. I'm going the non-traditional route. I'm going with a sonar company or for fish finder that really no one else is going with. The one I'm going to use is called Accuphy. And Accuphy allows you to use your phone or an iPad or a Samsung or Android tablet as the display. And it wirelessly will stream without lag and latency. It, in real time, basically, will stream the sonar right to the phone or tablet. And it does live sonar, which is crazy. The price point is what makes it even better. At iCast, it was only $6.99 for the transducer and the Bluetooth wireless transmitter. So the wireless transmitter basically connects to the transducer, and then it has a positive and a negative lead out that goes to your 12-volt battery. That's it. That's it. And so I got all these things in my head. I can literally like make an all-in-one live sonar turret that I can literally just pop on and off the boat. That's what I'm gonna do for a fish finder setup. I'm doing the Accuphy system, and I'll have that link down below. I think it's gonna be incredibly cool. I've been following what they're doing for a while, and it looks like it has everything that I need and everything I'm looking for. Now, obviously, I'm gonna be able to wanna have my phone or whatever display I'm gonna use for the Accuphy system to where I can see it. So on the deck of this kayak, I got these little YakAttack lock and loads. They're pretty cool. It's my favorite mount. So basically it's a track mount system. If I pull it off here, I can slide it all the way to the end. You'll see it has a T-bolt, and you'll notice it has these little grooves here, right here and here, and that fits into the track, and it just makes it a really stable base so it doesn't wiggle. Now, you'll notice up here I have a camera mount, and then this is also a camera mount. This is the YakAttack boom. All of these mounts use these same bases that I have all around right here. They're all YakAttack lock and loads right here. So I can put this over here if I want. I can put it over here, and I just clamp down and it's there. I can put this over here, clamp it down. Now I got a rod holder over here. My thought process is I might put the display for the Accuphy system, I might put it on one of these longer arms. That way I can do it like this and have it up near my seat. So like I'm sitting here and I'll be able to see the display. But let's say I want to be standing up. So like that's my thought process, is I can basically have this adjusted position. I might find that I don't like this. I don't have the Accuphy system yet. I might find that I don't like this mount setup and I want to have a different setup. I might find I just want it on the neck piece or something, and I just look at the phone, be like, okay, there they are, and pitch the bait. You know, I don't know. I'm gonna play around with it, but I will be sharing it with you guys when I end up getting it. If you're interested in any of these things, you can get the AutoBoat System at tinyboatnation.net. Use the discount code KayakDIY. You save about 5%. If you are interested, once again, into the watt cycle batteries, which this is only a $179 battery, you can save 6% by using the discount code KayakDIY. And that is a wrap, folks. That is how I rigged up this awesome Wilderness Systems Tactical Pro kayak. It is one of my favorite systems I've ever rigged. This is just such a good setup. It's dirty though. Like you might have noticed, it has some salt on it, it's dirty, but it gets the job done. So thanks for watching, and signing out.